One of the cool uses for this little dot sheet side of your whiteboard is for rounding. So let's talk about how we might use this to round the number 37. So when we're looking at rounding, we want to round to the nearest 10. So we're really asking which 10 is closest. So when we're thinking about 10, we're thinking we have 3 in the tens place. So we're looking at, is 30 closest? Or the next 10 would be 40. Which one is closest? Okay, so we can start by drawing 30. So let's draw 30 here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've got 1, 2, 3. So that's 30. And then over here, I'm going to draw 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the middle, I'm going to draw 37. And we're going to see which one is it closest to. I'm going to use a different color. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, obviously right now it's closest to this one's exactly. And I'm going to do 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can see that I only need to fill up 3 more ones, and then it would be 40. So the dots can help you see that 37 is closer to 40. We can also use these secret code cards as a key to help us round 37 to the closest 10. So we can see that the 3 in 37 is actually equal to 30. Okay, so 37 is greater than 30. So then our question is, what's next? Well, it would be 40. So then we can look at this 7 and figure out, is 7 closer to 30 or 40? And this is where that rule, 5 or more, raise the score comes in. The rhyme is 5 or more, raise the score, 4 or less, let it rest. Because as soon as you pass 5, it's going to bump down and get closer to 40. So when we round the number 37, we're either going to round it to 30 or 40. And because 7 is greater than 5, we're actually going to round it to 40, just like we saw when we did the dots. Okay, so when we look at that on our whiteboard or on paper, we say, and when we have 37 and we want to round to the nearest 10, we look at the number next door we're looking at the 7 and we're saying, is it closer to 30 or is it closer to 40? Because it's 5 or more, it bumps it up. If I was counting on my fingers, I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I go on to the second hand, it takes me closer to the next 10. Okay, so then we would turn the 3 to a 4. Because we're rounding up, it's closer to 40, and the 7 turns to a 0. Everything to the right of the tens place turns to a 0.